Summer is supposed to be an opportunity to slow down, but when you look at your kids, you can't help but notice that your kids are growing up fast. Help them build independence as they grow with Greenlight. Greenlight is a debit card and money app for families where parents can keep an eye on kids' money habits while kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. It's the easy, convenient way to raise financially smart kids. Get your first month free when you sign up at greenlight.com/pod. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. Shopify is there to help you grow. Shopify helps you sell everywhere, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system. Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout, 36% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms, and sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. What I love about Shopify is how no matter how big you want to grow, Shopify gives you everything you need to take control and take your business to the next level. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., and Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the world's most notorious pop culture podcast, brought to you by betonline.ag, as well as our good friends over at the Believe Podcast Network. This is your boy Brian, aka El Nino, and joining us today, promoting her brand new movie, Who Are You People, just came out this past Friday, February 24th. Be sure to check it out. We have the one, the only, the incredibly talented and wonderful Ema Horvath in the building. Ema, you got the new movie coming out. Who Are You People coming out this Friday, February 24th. Just watch it over the weekend. Amazing, amazing film. What was it that attracted you to the film? Was it the script? Did Ben reach out to you? Like, just kind of give us a little bit about the process of getting in this film.
Oh, no, I wasn't reached out to like Devin Sawa was.
I gotcha.
I had a really last minute audition for it. Ben was already, I think, in Portland looking at locations. It was a really quick turnaround, 24 hours. And so I went in kind of hostile, being like, oh, I gotta read the script. The number of pages they wanted was also quite excessive. But that all disappeared when I was reading it, because I really, I thought the script was great. And it dealt with some themes that were very personal to me. Primarily like how much of where you come from is helpful or necessary to know, and how much of it maybe not so much.
Right.
Yeah, I grew up, there's someone very close to me who was adopted and didn't know for several years. And so I had seen that happen secondhand. Mm-hmm. And then also my parents were immigrants. They came to the US when they were 25. So that kind of identity crisis of being, not a first gen, I guess that would make me 1.5 generation, I guess, if I was born here. But that identity crisis was something that was constant throughout my childhood and still has effects to this day.
Okay. So in terms of that was going to be my next question. Besides the friend that you were talking about, did you reach out and talk to other, people that were adopted or adopted families to kind of, dig a little bit deeper into this role?
I didn't, again, because it had been such a big part of, I had seen so much of that. And I chose to just focus on that particular experience to streamline the process of preparing.
Okay, especially because you said it was a quick turnaround too. So was it like audition and then you started filming right away?
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like a week later I was there, a week and a half, something.
Gotcha. So how cool was it working with, Devin, Alyssa, John, and Yeardley?
It was awesome. Yeah, it was cool being like the least experienced person on that set and having to be the glue together. Yeah, it was awesome. All of them are really hard workers. You can understand. I fully understand why all of them have been in the business for so long. Yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about all of them. Really generous, kind people.
Nice. Now, did they give you any tips as far as advancing in your career? Because I got to say, I mean, to me, you are a star in The Rising. Like, I love your performance in this movie. Like, you could really like feel every emotion through the screen, you know, your happiness, your sadness. I mean, you know, the first scene with you and Devin is kind of heartbreaking in a way because, you know, he tells you to go away. And, you know, leading up to that scene, on top of that, did you guys like purposely not talk to each other or see each other so you could be more in the moment? You know, kind of talk about that a little bit as well.
That was Devin's choice. Actually, Devin was very adamant about that. We were the only two actors that were there the whole time, and so it was kind of like we were at the same hotel, but Devin was like, "Don't talk to me." No, it was great. That felt really real, and the beauty of the schedule was that a lot of it was shot. Kind of, we started with me and Devin, and we shot most of that in order, kind of. So that was such a luxury. You don't always get that.
Okay.
Yeah, it mirrored our relationship for sure.
BetOnline remains your number one source for all your sports betting this season. Everything from pro and college basketball to UFC, MMA, and more. You'll always find the latest odds, team matchup info, player news, and game trends at BetOnline. With live betting options, free contests, and live scores for almost any sport or game imaginable. BetOnline is truly the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite leagues and events. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to join and receive your 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Make sure to use promo code BELIEVE, that's spelled BLEAV, to receive your rewards. BetOnline.ag. Gotcha. And did Devin and the rest of the crew, like, were there any tips that you can share with us as far as, you know, going further in your career?
Well, you know, I think all those actors are so respectful because sometimes when you give advice, it can come across as condescending. Sure. And I think, you know, none of them wanted to do that. I will say all of them kind of just by example. I think I picked the things that I was so impressed by. I think Alyssa, you know, she's a working mom. That was the first time I had actually worked with someone who's a working mom. And right. I watched her, you know, on FaceTime with her kids and maintain those relationships. That was actually the most eye-opening. I know it's not like a creative thing, but that's just like a logistical thing that I had never seen modeled before. So that was oddly helpful.
Okay. And then how's the transition been? Because a lot of people may not know this. Like, you started off like studying screenwriting, and you were a script coverage intern for Blumhouse before you got your big break. So, you know, what was it that led to the transition from screenwriting to actress?
Well, I went to a public art school in Kentucky called SCAPA, and that starts in like fourth grade. And you audition, and I was there. It was a great public, you know, art school, and I was there for acting. You know, so acting was always the earliest thing. And then when it came time to choose a college major, like all the artsy kids at my university were English majors, so I just did that. And there was a great intro to screenwriting class that was taught by Danny Rubin, who wrote Groundhog Day.
Okay.
He like changed my life. I never thought I would be a writer. I thought I was going to be a performer, and I just enjoyed that class so much. And I was really lucky to be in it because I was a freshman, and I was one of the few freshmen in it, and it was just it felt like such a privilege. And we would just talk about movies, you know, and it was the most fun. I probably could have left college after taking that class. And then my junior year, I really wanted to take a film class, and the only thing that could fit in my schedule was horror film, which I wasn't happy about at the beginning, but then I ended up really falling in love with it. And then Blumhouse, I was hired at Blumhouse because I could read scripts and go, it's this meets this. It's this with a little bit of, you know, because I had the catalog in my head. And then, I wound up in one of their films.
That's awesome. My daughter actually just graduated from film school, and she's an English major as well, and she's looking to get into screenwriting. So are there any tips that you could provide for her as far as, you know, her trying to break into the industry a little bit, or for other college students out there looking to, you know, make the jump?
Well, I've never sold a script. So I have no authority to give anyone advice about that. I would say, don't be afraid of grunt work. You know, I remember sitting in Blumhouse. I was unpaid, and I sat there and I watched a lot of things happen, and you learn a lot just from being around. And sat in the kitchen, I heard a lot and I watched a lot, and it's all been very, very helpful. So yeah, don't shy away from from being the unpaid intern in the kitchen, I guess.
Gotta put in the work. That's what I've been reminding her every day. You want to get something, you got to go out there and work hard for it. And, in terms of upcoming projects, anything that you could let us know about that's coming up next for you?
I shot the Strangers trilogy in Bratislava last year, right before Christmas. And that comes out probably sometime this year around Halloween. So I'm very excited to see that. I haven't seen any footage yet, but I had a blast shooting that. So.
Excellent. And then last question, being a pop culture podcast, we always want to dig in a little bit and see what the celebrities that we're interviewing, what they're into. Are there any, shows that you're streaming or movies that you're just super into right now? And any last second shout outs before we wrap up?
Oh man, I'm in the middle of another job and I try not to watch things when I'm working, but I really enjoy White Lotus and Severance. Those are my two favorite shows, I think, from the past year.
Awesome. Two great shows right there. And I'm looking forward to Ted Lasso season 3 coming out soon.
Oh yeah. How can I forget?
And I've heard good things. That's right. Yeah. Good old Ted Lasso. And then I've heard really good things about Shrinking on Apple TV. So that's going to be one that I'm checking out as well. Jason Segel and Harrison Ford. Yeah. Looking forward to that. So Emma, I know you got a busy day today. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, be sure to check out the movie Who Are You People coming out this Friday, February 24th. Again, Emma, thank you so much and blessings to you and good luck.
Likewise. Nice to meet you.
Again, a big thank you to Emma for joining us on this episode today. Be sure to check out Who Are You People. I just saw it over the weekend, and I got to tell you, I was just blown away by the story and the incredible performances in this film. Be sure to check out the Believe Podcast Network, betonline.ag for all your sports betting needs, and of course, for all of our online comic book shoppers out there, rabbitcomics.com. Say hi to Brandon and Melissa for me for all your exclusive variants and much, much more. On behalf of everyone here at Zero Dark Nerdy, thank you again so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
Yeah! Victory!
And anger management?
Fuck anger management.
Thank you for listening to Believe. You can show support to your host by subscribing to the show and giving us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform. Check us out at Believe.com and search for BLEAV on YouTube.
You know when you're listening to a true crime story that has an unbelievable plot twist that makes you stop in your tracks? That's what our podcast, People Are the Worst, brings you with each episode. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Rebecca. We're identical twins who love true crime cases that make you say, didn't see that coming, and we hate the people responsible for them. Listen to People Are the Worst now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Michelle Beadle. That's right, the Michelle Beadle. You're welcome. You love talking about sports. I love talking about sports. You know the only thing cooler than talking about sports? Sports! And right now, all your favorite sports are on Sirius XM. I'm talking every NFL game, every game from the NBA, NHL, MLB, every NASCAR race, golf major conference college sports, and all the top games in the WNBA. If it gets your heart pumping, it's on Sirius XM. So start your free trial of Sirius XM today. Visit SiriusXM.com/believe.